friends, it's Stephanie from Behind the Designs, and I am going to be doing a little bit of playing around, and I guess you can almost say a dress up with my traveler's notebook. I do already have a change. It has been, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and I am already realizing I need to make a change because I just need to. So we're going to dive into exactly what it is I'm going to be doing with this traveler's notebook and then the changes I'm making with all this stuff here. So as you know, a few weeks back, I had set this up as my garden planner. So what I basically wanted to do for me is, two things. One, I want to be able to plan out my garden, what I'm doing when, and then also like journal when, there's blooms, and then, garden friends, as I call them. So I just wanted to have something a little more sturdy and a little more portable than I had in the past, which was a disc system. So I got this set up at the very tail end of that video, so I probably should have done that first, but that's neither here nor there because that's done. But I have this. I'm going to split this up. So when I set this up, I had 2 books in it. Let's just get this open. And I keep seeing this spot. I don't think you'll see it, but I see it. Maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at. But this here is a Planner Perfect cover. It is a wide. Jenny, who is the owner of Planner Perfect, doesn't make the notebook covers in a standard anymore. They do come in standard for, it's called the new, I think, Out and About, which is a combination of this style with another style. And so that comes in a narrow, in limited stock. So this here is a Phoebe. It's a gorgeous, muted, really soft, feels good in the hands, lavender type leather, I guess you could say is lavender. And it looks gorgeous with all this yellow, right? Okay, so this was my setup for this planner. I had in here 2 books. I had my Garden Friends notebook, or journal, I should say. And then I had this notebook, which is Dot Grid, which I thought would be perfect for mapping out the newly redesigned gardens that we're going to be doing. And so as I kind of got some notes down and got organized what it is I want to exactly put in here, and question, do I need another notebook? Do I not? I did get those other notebooks in. I put it in here. And then I said, there's a 4th notebook I'd like to get in here. And that is this notebook, which is this one. Long ago when I got it. This is a wide. These 2 are standard. When I got this long ago, I was going to use it as kind of like a food log of sorts. But then after I set this up, I'm like, this one would be really good as my vegetable garden. So I then ended up with 4 books in here. Now, this cover supports 4 strings, but I found that because this paper is so great and you can use so many different mediums on it, sometimes having 4 in there really, makes it tight. So I decided I'm just going to do 3. So here's what I'm doing. I am going to be taking this apart, and I'm going to use this. This isn't going away, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to split it into 2 covers. And to help me do that, I am pulling in, again, another wide. This is a color that is no longer available. It's called the Olivia Leather, and it is a gorgeous green. It's sturdy, but not, hard sturdy. So I loved this, and I'm so sad I never got it in a narrow. But here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be breaking up this one. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm switching this one over to here, and I am going to make this my kind of carry planner. So let's get started because I have a lot I'm going to do, and I want to get started, get it done so that you can kind of see what I'm up to. Okay, so we're going to take this book out. And with my garden journal, I haven't, or even not even the journal, like even this notebook, I haven't done too much in them. I've mostly been making notes so far because until I know exactly what I want to put in it, I don't know that I want to, write in it just yet. I'm still mapping out what's going to go where and all that other jazz. So, let's put this here. So when I talked about the other package I had coming, I forgot I had another coming. So the original packet I was speaking about was one directly from Planner Perfect. It was a bunch of these notebooks. So they had a lot of purple in them. That was hence why I was going to put it in here. But then I forgot I had picked up let's see if I could find it here, the April, so I picked up a partial April sub box. I did miss the cutoff for the April box, but I am on for May, so that'll be coming. So I forgot about this one, and I thought, where am I going to put it? I'd already had all these strings filled, so that told me I needed another cover. So that is why I am where I am now. So I'm just kind of setting this one up to decorate. And let's see, these are going to come off because they are going to go into Olivia. Let's see, this book and these are all going to, I'm tucking it off to the side for the moment. The other thing that was causing me to realize I needed another cover was because I have this book. I had ordered this book some time ago. I was using it. I'll show you a blank page. And then I kind of got away from it, and now I'm back to it. So this is a 12-month plan book. It has the month in it, and then after every month, you've got 4 pages before the next month starts. So I was using this pretty diligently, and, as we are as planners, I'm like, I'm going to change it. And then everything just kind of went awry, and so I'm back where I'm supposed to be. So this book is going to go in here. This book is going to go in here. Did I have another one? I'm just looking. I was trying to prepare for this, and I kind of shot everything together. Let's see. These stickers are the Easter stickers, so that makes sense. Okay, so let me get this one into the back here. Now, since this is a wide book, I am going to keep it in the back. It is the annual planner, so it's kind of like what I'll be planning out everything in. This one should have another journal. I may grab one before we close up here. And you've seen this one. I did do the decorating. And again, I haven't written in here because I knew I was going to switch them around. So, yeah, here we are. Okay, so this is going to go. I think I'm going to put this one here. All right. I do actually have another journal coming. So if you remember, I said I picked up a partial sub box. Well, that only had the monthly book in it. There's always in the, I think it's the, no, I don't think it's called deluxe box. I haven't looked at this lately. It is the monthly plan book and journal subscription. So you get the monthly plan book, and then you'll get a journal. The matching journal is in this print. So I've got this coming. That's what's supposed to go in here. Okay, now I'm on track again. So we've got, this is going to be like my carry planner. And it will have in here my plan for the month. Isn't this gorgeous? It has my annual plan in here. And what I love about it is I can make my calendar notes for anything relating to the garden. And the reason I say that is because around here, where I am, we, our summer months are kind of, when it's hot, it's really hot. But then when it's not, it's kind of chilly. So as it stands, we are April 8th, and I'm freezing. And here's why. Yesterday, we've had some really nice days lately. And yesterday, I don't know, it was 50 degrees or so, 50, 55, something like that. And overnight, we now have snow. We're down to 20 degrees and it feels like 8 degrees because of the wind. So that's kind of how our weather goes around here. So I love the fact that in here, for at least, hopefully, 4 months, I will have all of my garden and bloom information contained, along with personal information, along with potential content that I'll be posting on different channels. So this is kind of going to be the one place I go for everything, calendar wise, and then anything will get dispersed as it comes up. So calendar, I've got a journal coming. It's a blank journal. And here's my month plan book. So that's what's going in here. We are going to add some of these cute little paper clips in. I'm just going to randomly put it somewhere, just for now. Now, the thing about these paper clips I have to remember always is that this is a magnet. So if I put it too far over here, it's going to grab it. So I had realized that the first time I put them in. And so I am going to just take, again, a random page. I'll just random pull a page here. We'll pop this in. So here is now my everyday carry. This is, let's see, let's get this back on. So I could trim this down a little bit more, and I may just do that because it kind of hangs over. So I think I'll probably trim it up separately. But for now, this is how I'm going to have it. Okay. So here is my everyday carry, my planner, my journal. I've got that coming. All right. So we've got this all set up. And I am going to leave the pen as it is because I just think this looks really cute together. Now, the other thing I'm going to do for this setup is, in this pile, I have these cute little boots. Now, these charms are directly from Planner Perfect. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but it is super sturdy, super thick. You know, her charms are just amazing. I don't know that, you know, maybe a cover or two here or there might have an issue, you know, and they rectify that immediately. But I mean, her products are amazing. She makes sure that when she works with her manufacturers and so forth, that she makes sure that they're perfect. So I love that fact about that because I am kind of picky about my planners. No surprise there. Let me tuck that off because we're going to bring over again the Olivia and we're going to get her set up because she is going to become my new garden planner. And I thought it was kind of fun because I brought in, you know, a green, you know, garden. And then I brought in, you know, we're going to ink this up as well. I brought in this new, I know I'd forget the name. It's the new TWSBI Eco, bronze. Oh no, that's the bronze medal. It's coffee, I think, or it was all part of, let me show you, let me grab the other two Eco pens so that you can see it was part of, you know, a collection that were sold separately, but it's all part of the same theme. Let me grab them. Okay, so these were all in the same theme. I think this is Cafe Creme, I think. This is something else. I should know these names and I don't. But they were all from the kind of coffee vibe. So I was sure to pick this up because it has this gorgeous bronze medal. And I thought that it looked great with this because it kind of just reminded me of dirt, even though it's like a coffee thing. So I brought that in. We're going to ink it up. Right now, what I'm going to do is get these books in. So now I won't have a calendar in this garden planner, which is okay because, again, we only can do it, maybe 4 months, maybe 5 if we're lucky. So I'm not worried about that. So this is the wide book. It will still remain my garden journal. And then, or my vegetable garden journal, I should say. And then this, we're going to do the butterflies first because this is going to be my garden plans and specific blooms that I like, that I always want to make sure I have in my garden. And then this is just purely journaling. This is something I'll take out on the porch with me. I'll journal out anything that was seen, butterflies, birds, that kind of thing. And then this is my garden plan book. We're going to put that here. And let's see, I've got this. I could do that. I do like that. But for the moment, let me show you what I've got. So you've seen the pen. I've got this lovely wren charm, and that's going to go on the front. I found this and it kind of really went well, right? So I've got this for the outside. So let's do that. I've got this fun little pretty scalloped ruler, which is going to be perfect because although there's lines or dots in here, I still need a guide to help me get the line straight. I have this fun little seed packet envelope that I thought would be cute to tuck in. And then I have this, this is one of the sticker sheets from the April box. So you get 4 sticker sheets, 2 of the same patterns. So since this was a partial box that I bought, I got one of these sticker books and then one of the kind of Easter theme sticker sheets, not books. So I am going to tuck this in the back because I do foresee using it. And let's see how far I can tuck it in there. I think that's probably going to be far enough. I think. Let's see. Let's take that book out because it's kind of in my way. And that's what I really love. I have some really fun Traveler's Notebook things coming up. So stay tuned for that. I still have my Happy Planner. I'm always going to have my Happy Planner. So the disc system, I don't know. I may get away from it eventually, but for right now, it's staying. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this here. I'm going to take this ollie clip. And let me tell you, I got these. They're like 4 to a packet. And I knew I had them and I couldn't find them. I mean, I was going everywhere. I finally found it and I'm happy I did. So I am going to use this here. We're just going to kind of have this little seed packet tucked off here. And then I've got, let's see, these, just some journal cards. Will I use them all in here? Maybe, maybe not. But they're just like some fun little pocket decor to add in to this front pocket. And I don't think there was ever a card to this. There has to have been a card for the butterfly because that would be strange that it wasn't. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this little guy in there. And then, so I have this Hello Spring and then I have April. So I do like the April calendar. So what I might do is, where's the, oh, I don't have, okay, so this is something I'm going to need to grab, which is either another clip or like one of those paper clips to put it to, I want to tack this into the page. For now, I'm going to tuck it in there so that I remember. But I do want to have a calendar, it helps me to know what's coming and so forth. So I just like how this looks with this. And it's kind of bugging me. I thought I had, there's the wren. No butterflies? Okay, no butterflies. So, just so that I can be kind of, you know, matchy-matchy, my little thing I love to do, I'm going to tuck her there. I'm going to switch these books around. So let's go ahead and pull that out, just so that I have a unified look when you open it. I thought I had the butterfly card, but apparently I don't. And so I don't think I would be referencing my garden plan regularly. I mean, once I have the plan set in place, we're good to go. So I think I like that better. All right. Then I have a ruler, and before I take it out of its packet, I am just for now going to tuck it in here because I think I have another one coming. And if I do or don't, I may want to use it over here. So I'm just going to kind of leave it in the package for now. So we have everything in here. Let's get this closed. And then let's get the charm on. Now, the other thing I noticed with the covers is that the white elastic seems to be like stiffer than, like, this is really pliable and loose. I don't know why that is, but just something to note if you get one. Don't be surprised if that is the case. Look at how cute that looks. I love the charms. Now, this is a large. I want to say both of these are, there's two sizes. You can get large and small, and I believe both of these are small, and that's the large, just to kind of give you a gauge as to the sizes. And then, I don't know, I found this, again, coffee. It's not really garden. It does have flowers in it, but I don't know, it just kind of looked fun tucked in here. Like that. Okay, let's ink this. Now, I do have a new ink. So I do have, as you remember, in the yellow pen, I have purple ink. And then in my Eco pen, I am going to use this new ink that I haven't used thus far. I typically like to try and put in the pen the ink color kind of that goes with the lid. So that'll tell me ahead of time, you know, what is what, you know, what ink is in there. But in this case, because I'm kind of going like with a brown and green theme, kind of gardening, I'm going to use this one. This one is from Ferris Wheel Press, and it's called The Book of Botany. Now, with fountain pens, so the Eco, twists off, whereas the Lamy like just pops off. And in these pens, you're going to use, it's a piston fill, so you just twist it down all the way to the bottom. You dip your nib into the ink, you know, about to here, and then draw it up, and then your ink barrel is full. So let's do that. I always forget which way to turn it. Okay. Now I always worry about this because I never want to get ink all over the place. Okay, look at this gorgeous green. Oh boy, I'm gonna love this. And before I forget, let me grab a napkin. Hold on one moment. Okay, so I put off to the side here a napkin because I always like to try and wipe the nib off a little. So we're gonna go ahead and ink this up. So we're all the way down. Let me make sure I remember which way to, okay, here we go. Dip it in midway. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, it took a little bit of a trial and error because I wasn't quite sure. And you can see, like, all you have to do is gently touch it and it'll start to come off. So you just have to be aware of that. What I like to make sure, since you have to dip the nib in is I like to make sure it's not on the area where I'm going to be touching to write with. So that is key. Okay, I think we're good. I've gotten it off the top. Let's get rid of that. Let's recap this so I do not knock it over. And let's see how gorgeous this looks. It is locked, right? Okay, just checking. So here we go. This is the Botany, Book of Botany. So a little janky. I haven't done fountain pen writing in quite a while, but look at the color green. Like, look at it against here. So pretty. All right, my pen is inked, my planners are in place. I have a plan. These were washi from the April kit. One is missing. I didn't get that one. And then this is from a prior April, I think April 24. So let's get this pen in. I have, like, I don't know where it's coming from. There is little sparkles everywhere. Maybe it's coming from that. It shouldn't come off of there, but maybe. And here's what I really like about there were some periods with the leathers from Planner Perfect where the pen loop wasn't holding an Eco pen. So that was kind of unfortunate because I love using an Eco pen with my pages. The paper is amazing with fountain ink, and so I really love using it that way. So I'm glad that these fit. I did not try an Eco in here, I don't think, but I do know a Lamy fits that. So let's just review quickly and then we are done. Next time I bring this out, we'll probably be setting up a few pages because I want to show you the process that I go through to get my garden planner set up. And this is a way simplified version. Sometimes with the disc system, we get a little overzealous and we put too much in and it's just all that extra. And as you know, I'm trying to simplify. So, I'm trying to eliminate all that extra, the stuff that I just put in because I can put in, but did I need to put it in? So that's where these came into play. So this is a way simplified version. It's going to have, again, this is my new garden planner because I've switched out. Same things. All I did was add in this is going to be my vegetable gardening book. So if I do not fill it up in 2025, I will be holding on to it and going back to it in 2026. So that's my intent with these plans. And then this book may end up, again, transitioning from year to year, simply because if I don't change the gardens, I don't need to create new layouts. So this one may find its way year to year. This, in theory, may or may not. It depends on how many garden friends we've had visit us. So I've got, some extra journal cards I can use to tip in and tuck in. Everything I need is here. I've got my pen, I've got a ruler, and just like some fun little additive things. And then, of course, my stickers if I need it. So that is my new garden planner setup. And again, I'm still seeing all these little sparkles. Where are they coming from? Okay, I just don't want to scratch my leather or anything. So, so here is my garden planner. And then we now have my new carry. I wouldn't say everyday carry because I don't know if I would carry it every day. But it is my everyday carry for the most part. So in here is everything that's not garden. So I'm going to have journal cards in case I can use them. I have this journal cover coming. I have my April plan book. So every month that I get the new plan book, it will go in here. I am still adjusting to this I'm trying to embrace the methodology that Jenny uses with her traveler's notebooks. Um, will it work for me? I don't know. I've always tried it, maybe not wholeheartedly, but I tried it. So I'm going to try and do that this year. It means it talks about scripting. So it may end up becoming like my version of it or my understanding of it that fits for me. But this is my monthly plan book that will get changed out. You'll see those kits as I get them. I have my journal coming, which will be literally a journal. It could be whatever. Your journal is whatever you want to make it. So I've got that coming. And then I have my annual plan book, which since it was in a wide, I needed to kind of accommodate that in one of these. Like I originally bought it, I think, for the Olivia, but then again, I changed out of everything. So I've got this. It's going to contain everything from garden plans to personal plans to potential content ideas and more. So that is going to be my setup. I've got 2 new traveler's notebooks. I still have my happy planner that I will be bringing back for a fun little change as well. So stay tuned for that. I think they have a new collection coming out in a few days, and you can preview it if I read my email correctly. So stay tuned for that. But I'm afraid to look because I always find something I like. But I think I'm kind of all set. I don't need more. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I may have to start flipping around my happy planner. But I've got, so my classic happy planner, that's a staple. And now I have these. Come, maybe September, this will probably go away because I won't have as much of a need for it. And I will go down to 1 planner until the holidays, and I'll either go back to 2 or I will keep just a holiday book in here. We'll see how things kind of pan out while using these. But I have more to fill in for these. I have, my April calendar, at least in my wide. I haven't done it yet. So more to come. That's, probably the best thing I can say is more to come on this. I have not abandoned my disc system. I still have my disc system, so don't worry about that. More to come on Happy Planner. I hope you have enjoyed this little change up that I've made to my garden planner. So I still kind of have this fun, I love pink and green together. I love lavender or purple and green together. So it just kind of works. It's vibing for me. So let's say that this is going to work for me this time. And then, of course, I used my Ferris wheel press, Book of Botany, gorgeous green ink for my fountain pen. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you like this video, you can hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon. And that is it for today.